Oh, I'm just looking through some of these old cheat books, secret books. Yeah, it was weird. It was during this time of brain, like during the age before, the internet. We had to deal with these to get secrets on game before somebody tells us, which is always odd. So I thought to myself, hey, why don't we review a game on this? And I thought to myself, well, what game do I own here? And I never really actually chose many games on here. I only have actually a few of the games on here, but I'm not going to do Sonic because that's for another day. But actually, there was one game I've always been fond of, and it was always one of my favorite Sega Genesis games. That being quackshot. Yes, for those who wonder, and yes, I do use emulators for my Sega Genesis, but that's only because I can record on it. So yeah, unless I can find a Retron. They aren't coming cheap. But in any case, I can use this just to show you off that I do actually own it. And if you can find this, you can find it relatively cheap for if you got a Retron or retro console or anything for that, you can play this. And I totally recommend it. Though this is mostly going to be more or less me talking about my experience with the game than a review. No, I hope you can understand where I'm coming from, but point being, this is quackshot. Yeah, totally. I still don't know why they call it quackshot. You could have called it Donald Duck's Adventures or something. Oh, yo. Quackshot is a game published and made by Sega for the Sega Genesis alone. Technically, they could get it on other consoles, but hey, I call it a good thing. Though this was a little before, if my memory serves, also before Castle of Illusion, which bombed heavily for some reason. I never really played the game. But in any case, this game is basically like if you mix Indiana Jones and Donald Duck. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that screenshot right here kind of just screams the idea of Indiana Jones. But in any case, I'm more of the opinion of it's more like if you took, no. Well, yeah, if you take this guy in with, yeah, Donald Duck. This is it's such a simple concept, but it just really does work. So wait, now you're probably wondering. So what is Donald doing exactly? Well, while he was at his Uncle Scrooge, which that kind of creates a question. Donald calls him Uncle Scrooge, and everyone else just calls him Uncle Scrooge. So is he his brother or his uncle? Do the kids just call him Uncle Scrooge just because Donald does? Well, that's a whole other question. I know I just brought up. So basically, yeah. Okay, going on. Sorry, that was a huge tangent. But okay, Donald then finds some cool paper that basically points to the treasure of some duck guy. I call him some duck guy because that's the best I can remember. And basically, he wants to find that treasure because Donald Duck is always that greedy. But unfortunately, Pete, yes, you think he's more of a Mickey character, but no, he's just a Disney character who kind of interferes with everyone. Ain't that odd? And basically, Pete just wants that map too, and basically go after that fool. And yeah, he gets just kind of just that. That's all you're getting for plot. Yeah. Now I want to talk about the graphics. I know that's kind of weird, but when you got not much to talk about and you want to type about the main chunk of the game's gameplay, yeah, that's kind of it. Graphically, it looks nice. Very well defined than some games on the Sega Genesis. Though, I wish it was a little more refined at some spots, but that's just my opinion, and that can usually go off on a tangent. Musically, it does sound nice. I love how the music sounds, and the sound design, it does really give it that emphasis, like that whole Disney feel, And now, for those who don't know what Disney feel is, that's a weird thing to talk about, because you don't know who don't know Disney, and that, ah, truly tragic. Gameplay wise, okay, this is something weird I never got. The gameplay is fine, but there's some weirdness to it all, and it's just I generally don't get it. You see, there are for the free buttons you get free simple control. A lets you run. What? Yeah, you got a run button, but this button is so unnecessary. It's like, why have it in the first place? I get why Mario has it. It's because it's an entry to the challenge. You can use it at any time. But why here? No idea. And it can be entirely ignored. B lets you jump, and C lets you shoot your plunger. Yeah, you don't get to shoot a gun. Donald with a gun? What type of moron are you? No, with a... Now give him a Nazi gun. Yeah, he's totally fine with that. Yeah, I wish I was joking there. Well, I made this less awkward. Basically, this is one big adventure game. And the whole idea is to go around the world and find the pieces of the map so you can just basically wham bam bam, get the map, get the loot, done. And here's the kind of problem. It's an adventure game that kind of asks you to do it in a certain way to be the best. It's a bit confusing, so I'm going to go down the way of how to get through this game. I know that's like cheating and being a little spoiler-ish, but tell me, would you literally think about this for a moment? Seriously. Okay, let's begin. Go to Mexico. Get to the place where you need to get the key. Go to Duckburg. Find out it's in South California. That's nice to know. Get the key from some guy. Go back to Mexico. Go inside. Get the plunger upgrade so you can climb walls. Go back to Duckburg. Go there. Cool. Nice. Seriously, this is... Then go to Transylvania. Defeat Dracula. Yeah, I didn't know that. Or Docula. Or Quackula? No, that's a good question. They go to I don't know. Fuck it. Get some ultra item he needs to get it. Then go back to Egypt. I know, going back to Egypt. A lot of backtracking. Go to the South Pole. Go to the Viking ship. Get some item. Go to the South Pole again. After that, do some puzzle to get some diary. After that, the diary gets taken away. Next, you gotta go to the hideout. And then, after doing that shit, go to the Great Duck Island. And then, bam, you won. And yes, you have to do that on one go. Luckily, the game has... You have only a limited amount of lives, but you have unlimited continues. Kind of like Mega Man, except you're not always resetted. You know? Your item might reset, but yeah. That's kind of a given. However, there are little things here and there that just never make sense to me when I think about them. These are prone that I really never got. You see, there's a mechanic in the game called temper. Or, basically, the moment where Donald Duck gets a bit angry. But I don't get one thing why. Because you see, you have to collect 5 hot peppers, and then when that happens, Donald goes ballistic. As in, he grows so angry, everything in his way gets destroyed. It's alright. I mean, like, Donald Duck, it's kind of have that destructive personality, but that... It is only ever used in certain places, and there's never enough to find it in one area, or you can stockpile them just to use like whenever, and just be like a cool small item to use at any time when you feel like you need to be invisible. So yeah, ain't that some strange stuff? But also are some of the other guns. Yeah, you see, you got two other weapons you can use. Well, the plunger can only stun enemies, the other two can take them out for good. One being the popcorn gun, which is kind of like a shotgun, man's best friend, and you got the bubble gun, which just destroys walls. Yes, I just said that. Destroys walls. Man, fucking bubbles, man. Fucking bubbles. Indeed. And that is literally it. Everything I just talked about, everything I have just said, that's it. And this is amazing because it's such a simple game, yet I can't really talk about it for that long. Usually I could think of a joke or two to keep it a little going, but that's pretty much it. Huh. But in any case, should you buy this game for your collection? I say yeah. There's nothing generally wrong with the game, and you can generally get the game for a little cheap. So, yeah, go buy it. And see you around next time. Though I don't know what game I'll choose. And the frequency of these videos is very weird.